Nice. 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 We knew it was going to be a blessed day when I got 69 comments on one of my oh, we got that many comments on one of my videos. What a time. That's so funny. I was checking and I was like, the group will love this. We have fill in the gap jokes and we have 69 jokes. Dude, we're mature over here. That's great. Well, this is Evan. Welcome back to Fifth Third Trading. Today's watch list. It is today, Tuesday, February 2nd. I have about 7 or 8 good ones. Let me preface today's list. These are not going to be as good as yesterday's. The reason is I murdered it. I mean, like what are you going to do? Like, I mean, like, yeah, it's Miller Yellow, off-brand, what's up? I have, the whole list is green. And, like, there's some value. I have some red, but, like, I don't have really time to scan today. I'll get some more tomorrow, I guess. But, like, a lot of folks are like, oh, God, the market's all red, sell off. Is it? What world are we living in? I mean, ALVR, 25, easy. PRTA, 40% easy. PSNL is running. ACCD is running. I mean, like, what are we doing here? So, again, I think if we look back at the journal and what we called this week and on Thursday, we're crushing it. And again, I say we because I may call them, but guess what? I know for a fact that every single one of you who are making these calls to are doing your own due diligence and making your own technicals, and you're the one who pulls the trigger, not me. I may give you a layup, I may give you a bunny. You still got to pull that trigger. So again, congrats to y'all who are benefiting. And again, that's from the bottom of my heart. Please feed your families. Please make some extra money. Get through this. That's what it's all about. Again, this channel is for beginner traders. If you want to learn about technical analysis, that's what I show. I do have fundamentals in my plays, and again, I don't have time to talk about that in 30 minutes. So again, they are there, but again, this is mainly about technicals. When we get to our private Discord chat, when we get to the class, when we get to eventually the Patreon videos, yes, they will have fundamentals involved. But for now, beginners, focus technicals. Intermediate traders, again, given the fact that there are fundamentals involved, I assure you, you should go do your own research and follow up with what I say. And again, if you're trading Plug, if you're trading Riot, if you're trading Bitcoins, if you're trading the Dogecoins, if you're trading NIO, if you're trading GME and AMC, hopefully you're not now, but like hopefully that's what you're doing. You need to diversify. I am the guy who can show you the proper way to diversify. Again, these are just watch lists. I'm not saying go out tomorrow and buy these. I am saying they should be put on a responsibly organized watch list, and then you make the call and pull the trigger when it's time to pull it. Some of these stocks are not going to make you money. Some are going to drop down 4 or 5%, come back, then take off. It's going to take some time. Some are going to be gone before this video is even posted. That happens all the time. It happened with Tesla once. It's happened yesterday with PRTA. It happens. But again, it's on you to pull that trigger, put it on a watch list, and do your own research. Other easy follow-up, do not buy every single stock that I call. I mean, if you have the capital, if you have like 100,000 bucks sitting around, one, just give it to me. I'll just do it for you. Like, I don't care. But two, you don't have the capabilities at your level, and that's not me insulting. If you're an expert trader, sure you can. But if you're a beginner or intermediate, take 1 or 2 stocks, okay? Go in here, watch the 30-minute video, watch my little TV show. You go, oh, I like ALVR, and you just take that one, put it on your list, and go about your day. Don't buy all these. You cannot juggle that. No one can juggle every stock that I call in a week. That's impossible. You certainly could if you're really good, but we're working on entry points, exit points, validation, confirmation. Take your time. Again, in the description is going to be my journal. It'll be updated tomorrow, maybe tonight. Again, I'm busy. I got things going on. That is in fact going to be updated soon. I do it personally, so again, if it is taking a few days for some things, you'll be okay. It's all me. It's a one-man show. Bada boom, what's up? And then, of course, many of you are asking, and I don't mean like 20 of you, I mean like 100 have been asking, I've been documenting just so I can keep track, have asked about the Discord chat. I was going to wait. I'm still going to wait. Don't be like, oh shit, here it comes. Give it at least a week. All right. I think once I hit 2,500 subscribers, will probably be the time I'm going to release it. And again, I would have had it out earlier, but I like to be extremely crystal clear in what I want to give. Again, there's plenty. If you're in a Discord chat, you can also comment and chime in with this. And I'd love to have some feedback on what you want to have. But I'm like 95% sure most folks who are in a Discord chat, there's very little direction of what's going on. Sometimes it's like there's little breakout rooms and you're like, yeah, I can kind of sit in a room of like the 50 that I'm in and I can easily have a conversation. But again, there's very little direction of what the structure is. And again, being a teacher, I kind of have a leg up on a lot of people because I, for a job, manage people and they're little baby kids. So again, managing a bunch of adults is much easier. So again, give me some time to really vet it. Please comment down below what you want inside of the Discord, what you want to see, what you would like to have. I'd love to have some feedback. But again, I have a much higher suspicion that this will be a very, very mature, dedicated. We're all on the same page. Everyone here has a 9-to-5 job. Everybody here is a beginner and intermediate trader, right? A lot of folks here are going to ask questions about good mid cap and small cap and some large cap stocks, all with the same goal of holding a few days, really building each other up. That's the goal. It's supposed to be a really helpful community of people who have like-minded goals. Many other ones are all day traders and they're like, oh, I'm fucking FSL all day. And it's like, okay, we get it. You want to buy Mara. Jesus Christ, we get it. All right, so with that being said, again, it is coming. The class, I am on lesson 13 of 50. It'll be north of 25 hours of content, I think, honestly. It's going to be like a legitimate college level course. And again, taking college level courses and teaching a college level economics class, I'm pretty confident this is on par with one that you would take regularly. So again, not tooting my own horn, but damn it, we hit some dingers today, boys. With that being said, I got a few good ones. Again, they're not as good as yesterday's. A longer intro just to get it all out of the way. We're getting a lot of hype, so again, I want to make sure it's crystal clear what we're doing here. With no further ado, let's get into it. So again, this is much less than usual, but again, if you look at my full list, and again, this may be me being biased, I need some feedback. This was my whole entire watch list today. I have a chunk that's red, and again, we didn't call any of these. Like, we've had a few of these that we called that we made money off of, but like none of these we've called. I mean, Surf we did, and that's on today's baby list, right? We called that, and we called like car recently. Where'd that go? Damn. CRK we always call, but again, that's not really playable right now. So again, we have something we call, but mostly everything that we have called recently has just been flush with green. Banger, banger, banger. I call this on a Discord saying, hey, their price target changed. Kerchoo when it took off on us. AQB we've always called. Gurn we called on Thursday. Look at that. It's 20% right there. W-Day we've called. Open we called in our Discord chat with some friends on it. EBR we called when it died. It's gone up since it died. I said this is a support area up 17%. You would have made your money back. So again, a lot of these are just busting off crazy. ACCD we just called, looking really good, up 11% since we called it. So again, the system works. Our first call for the day is AQUA, AQUA. Again, I do my research. You need to do your research. This is a water technologies corporation. Again, do it yourself. I have 2 lines. And again, you may be like, well, why is there 2? Because it needs to tap 3 times in my mind for it to be a valid trend line. Once, twice, and here we are. So again, if this dies right here, this is a classic bump and run. Google that. When you kind of have a new trend line forming, if this dies, 9 out of 10 times it's going to come down to this trend line. And you can see that this trend line is very close in line with these supports over here. So if it dies, that's going to be your area to buy into on Wednesday or Thursday. But again, I have a hunch it's going to survive here. It's been on a crushing cruise recently. I mean, it's up almost 69.88% at a high. Right now, over the last 4 months, up 40%. So again, really nice and steady. It looks really good. Great trend line, great support area. I like it a lot. I want to see it live here. And again, if it does live here, easily 7% on the low side. Hopefully you're going to get a full move, 20%. If it forms a new channel down here, that's great. If it dies and it comes down to here, again, you cut, rebuy in. You have a brand new channel forming, and we go long again. So again, a great setup, easy stop losses. Let's check the next one. Or let's check the indicators, sorry. So again, if you're new here, new kid, we have all of our indicators. I do not check. I check for price action, and then I do the indicators with you live so you can see what I see. Again, if you're new as well, the white dotted lines is where 70% of the volume happens. The red line is the top 1%. That's why those are there. There's strong supports and resistances. 200 EMA bounce, simple play. You see that, how it's bouncing off of it? It breaks it to come back. So tomorrow you want to see green. That's a great sign. If tomorrow does go green, you're going to need to go long immediately. The 50 is great for bounces. It does act as a support and resistance, so that's going to be your first line of resistance. Most likely it's going to line up well with 2750 in this area. It'll probably come down and line up well there, be a hard resistance, may come back down and go back up. But again, plenty of potential to be made here. That's all the price action. RSI looks good. And again, it's been oversold. You would have made money every single time it happened. But again, it's a great indicator. It looks like it really follows this chart well. And again, you need to be dynamic. This one looks great on RSI. You can pause the video and you can see that as you go through it, the peaks and valleys look very similar. So again, that's a great sign for where it is. Stock is very similar as well, very low. Vortex was very low, and now it's kind of showing some volume. So again, Aqua is definitely a 10 out of 10 if tomorrow has a green day. Again, some folks are like, the market's red, ooh. But again, I've been very green recently, so again, I think tomorrow may be green for us again. But Aqua, do your research, a great setup. Next is FNKO Inc. Those are the dudes who make these. I have one. It's my son Baker Mayfield. And all my Steeler fans out there, how's that taste? So, Baker Mayfield has more or equal to playoff wins than Lamar Jackson, but Lamar Jackson's MVP. So shut the hell up. So he's my boy. That's my son. FNKO. We bought it over here once. So I was like, this is a nice channel. I bought it over here, and I was like, damn, this bad boy's taking off. And it pulled back, and I was like, hold, and then took off. So again, really showing this great channel here. So if we look at just this, that middle line that I drew is congruent and equal to the other lines around it. But again, this is definitely where price action consolidates at. And again, it's really moving off of this. I assume there's an EMA line somewhere in here. But again, looks really good. If it does live here, and again, that's the big if. If it doesn't live, you're going to have to hit a stop loss, buy back lower. But again, it should come down maybe a little bit farther just to bounce back up. It's a great channel. I want to play it again and get a big bounce off of it. Let's check the indicators. What do you know? So the 200 is definitely irrelevant at this point. But again, the farther away that you get, the harder it's going to pull on you and wants to bring you back down closer to it. You can't get too overextended. But again, that 50 is going to be the bounce play. So tomorrow, I would definitely wait for it to come back down and tap it. Come back down and hit it, and then go take off again. And again, you could easily make, if it taps down 8, 9, 10%. This may not look like it's that volatile. It's just some small candles. This bad boy right here is a 30% move right there. This thing has some volatility. You'll love to see it. Let's be dynamic with our RSI. Let's look over strictly right here. That line. This is where it took off. Let's just take this into account. Right? Same with over here. So let's put a line right here. The RSI does get oversold. It gets close. But again, does it make reversals where it's at? As you can see, it does. You see how it hides in the above 50, hits that and keeps going? That's a good sign for you. You must be dynamic and take your indicators and think outside the box. Stochastic's a little high. So again, I think it may pull back some tomorrow. And Vortex is low. So again, a good 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. If you really like channel up plays, this is great. This will not last forever. This is going to eventually break down. But again, stocks can consolidate, ascend, and descend. And currently, it's ascending. Let's ride the ascension even higher. FNKO, FNKO, great pick. So I don't know who wants to die today, but one of y'all done goofed up KPTI. I'm kidding, it's fine. But I should be an actor, dude. No, but KPTI definitely, again, the argument for higher lows to me is not out the window. If I'm being honest with you. Again, you can argue that it has higher lows. Again, I would just make a traditional loading zone. So again, I would definitely, put a support area here. Like, where do you want to buy at? That's the question. What is your risk tolerance? Is going to be the question with KPTI. How low can you go? And can you be okay missing a move? Given price action, I think this is the perfect line, 1478. Anything below here, I'm pulling that trigger. Click, click, boom, like saliva, whatever that band is, right? If you were to put it there, you would get every single move that it's had at the lowest possible risk. I bought in at around $15, so I'm now in the red. It's okay. I'm holding. I mean, go to the year chart, okay? It doesn't go lower than this. It goes down, shoots back up, and now we're back down here. So again, I'm not overly concerned. It is at $15 of a stock, so again, there is room to drop. So don't be surprised this thing tanks and goes lower if it really, falls off a cliff. But again, we're in that area. It has historical strength, so don't be freaking out now. But again, if you haven't bought in, KPTI is a great setup. I'm not going to do the indicators because they're going to be good. We talk about this every other week. You should know what this is by now. KPTI is really good. Next is LUV, Southwest Airlines. I guess Southwest is stupid and thinks that they're like, oh, we love the sky is like their thing. Southwest is literally just Spirit Airlines for folks with a little bit more money. They're trash. But again, it is what it is. If you fly Southwest, sorry, dude, it's okay. I don't fly because of COVID. But again, a really good looking stonk here. It's really going up and hitting off the support area. Again, is it going to reverse here? Is this going to be our new trend line, or is this? Again, I've said this, and this is going to be a big point in my class. And again, here's a little snippet for you. When a major support or major resistance is broken, you must reset trend lines. So once this major support was broken, you see this good golly Geo Willikers giant candle. When this happens, you must reset trend lines. So again, I don't know if it's going to be here or here, but again, either way, it intersects here, and it showed some life. It's up 6%. If you like confirmation plays, boy oh boy, is this for you. So again, looking really good. A good note for you: right click and duplicate these lines, and you can see, is it a channel? Well, I guess that's technically looking kind of like a channel, isn't it? And again, I could come down here again and try this one, duplicate, come up. This one is also looking really good. So again, it could be a channel, it could be a wedge, it could be an ascending triangle. We do not know. But I do know that this is a good area to buy into. It's an area of value, and I think it's going to reverse here and keep going. Now again, if you're nervous, if you're risk averted, because this is literally like 10 green in a row, it's due for a red one. Every healthy run-up has pullback, so again, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes a pullback. But again, even then, it's like 3 or 4% away. No one's losing sleep over that. But again, looks good. Let's check the indicator. And again, it breaks the 200 to come back. Now again, it hasn't broken it in a long time. Last time it really did, it started a downtrend. So again, let's be careful. Historical references do matter in this, right? The historical price action is always vital to see what people follow. 50 is very strong, and that's why it's breaking here. If it doesn't break above the 50 tomorrow, you need to hold off until it comes back. RSI is fair, stock fair, Vortex is fair. Again, a good running stock, but again, until that 50 is broken, I would not be confident going fully long. And you could also check back, check the receipts, goes up, see how it broke it, tested it, broke it, tested it, broke it, died, broke it, died, broke it, tested it. So again, this thing will, if it does break it and you want to wait for confirmation anymore, it's going to retest the 50 EMA line. Wait for that. LUV is good once that happens. Next is NLSN. We've called this before, and again, let's duplicate this very easy to see line here and move it over. As we can see, it's looking really good, and again, I don't think this is necessarily the best representation of a channel. I think that's probably a better line for like where it's bouncing off of. You want to have maybe 3 lines in here and have like a support, median line, resistance line for this channel. But again, damn it, it's easy to read. This is not hard to see. If it does die, I would suspect it's going to come down like 21, 28. Anywhere in here, this is going to be your next really major support area. So, I mean, it likes a staircase up. If it dies here, boop, it takes off. If that's the case, 4% is going to be your risk that you may leave on the table. But again, a good area. If it makes a new channel, you'll be right there. So again, really good looking uptrend, super easy. Let's check the indicators. I think EMA lines may be involved. Yeah, who knew? So 50 EMA bounce, simple as that. That's going to be your read. If it breaks the 50, shh, sweet baby, it's going to be okay. If it breaks the 50, give it a day or two. If it really breaks it, then yeah, they cut it. But I mean, if it doesn't just like, it like kind of spatters around and just kind of, dips its toe and it comes back, hold it. Don't be a baby. RSI, again, it does reverse where the cursor is at 43. It doesn't get oversold during this uptrend. 43 is great. Stochastic, again, could be lower, but again, if it gets any lower, we're going to lose price action structure. We don't want that. Stochastic does reverse a little bit lower, so again, we may see a little bit of red tomorrow, doop, and then come right back. So NLSN, do your research, but a great stock. I've called PCH twice now, last week and the week before. And again, I called it, went, and ripped for like 8%. And now we're back down here. And again, I think it's still a very viable play. Again, you know, this isn't very convincing with the trend line, but again, if we kind of zoom out and see the 1 year, you see this? All right, it's really rolling off this trend line. So again, you can see it's in there right now. You know, the candles aren't going to match up perfectly on time frames because it changes the aggregation of them. But again, it's looking like it's right there to reverse. It has plenty of potential. We're talking easily 10 or 11, 12%. And all you're risking, if it does break this channel hard, is 3. So it's a 4-to-1 play. Really easy to read support with your channel. That's convergence in action. It looks really good. It's also near the top of this volume. It's trying to get higher volume. It's building up. Volume nodes that are high act as supports. It's going to keep pushing along. Again, PCH looks really good. Let's check the indicators. Who knew? 200 EMA bounce. Again, this is also dynamic thinking. Broke it hard, soft, soft, and softer. So again, it may be showing some life off of that. And again, stocks do that. Like you can detect that and be like, it's hitting it harder, softer, softer, showing it some life. Again, it hasn't necessarily broken it yet. So again, we may see some red tomorrow. It's okay. If you see red, you just wait. Okay, have some patience, big fella. It does get lower. So again, it makes sense that these green candles kind of push the RSI up. But again, it's fairly low where it reverses at. The stochastic is getting low. It's probably pulling back just a little bit. And again, the vortex is a great spot. So again, a 9 out of 10 setup looking really good. It's not over exhausted either. Like it runs up, you know, it'll probably run up 9, 7, 10, 15% over about 2 or 3 weeks. So again, not too crazy. Really good looking stock. PCH looks great. Next is PGEN. I just pushed this area over, so that's interesting. Now I can see a little gap now. I hate that sometimes. It'll be okay. So PGEN looks great. This trend line is not a strong one. Do not put a lot of emphasis into this one. But again, it's definitely there. And this is definitely a Forex kind of strategy where they draw a lot of these kind of trend lines. I think it's goofy. But again, is it viable? Damn sure it looks it. So it's definitely running off this line. And again, this is definitely your hard support area. And by golly, it's down here. So again, this thing has insane volatility as of recently. We're talking 21% in a day. It dropped down 21 in 4 days. So again, if you have a 9-to-5 job and you are new, may want to set a really hard stop loss in the morning when you wake up. If you buy this tonight or tomorrow, again, when the order goes through, please put a hard stop loss. This could F up your whole day if you do goof it up. So again, looking good. One could also argue, well, we have this over here, and you can run up and see, well, maybe this is a trend line. Yeah, they're okay. So again, really good support area, possible trend line. But again, it's just that this is a very hard support area. Then again, I think it run up easily 10, 12, 15% in a day. Again, this thing, if it does go crazy, is going to go crazy, go stupid for sure. Let's check the indicators. So it bounced off the 200. It breaks it. Okay, it's broken it and come back, so no one freak out. But you can see that this 50 is being a damn pest. So it needs to break this 50 and hold it. If you're really adverse to risk, as I always say, wait for that. Wait for the 50 to break. Once the 50 and 200 break and then testing goes off, you're going to make a lot of money. But again, for those of you who want to do convergence, this is your time. So again, RSI could be lower. It's okay. Stochastic could be lower. Vortex is low. 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. It's a good setup. I do not love the incredible amount of volatility here. And again, I do not love that the trend line breaks through stuff. But barring those two things, it's a fantastic setup. Lastly is PTGX. That's beautiful. That's such a great trend lined up. It's such a gorgeous setup. Looking really good. It just has been running up consistently. And again, duplicate, come over. Oh, you see that channel. Oh my goodness. PTGX looks really good. It's at support. Dude, and it's trying to push some volume. And let me show you why we put volume profile on our charts. Volume P. I can spell. I have a degree. Took 5 years, but I got it. Damn it. So, activate. Look at this. Ha ha ha. Look at that. 5 nodes up here now. What's with this? Wah ha ha ha. So as we can see, our volume is shifted higher. But why does that matter? That's showing that people are going to buy and sell it higher. Where there's volume means people buy and sell. And if it's higher, it means that bulls are buying higher. So that's a really good sign of strength. And again, the POC leads to consolidation, as we talked about in that video. Maybe I'll post it up above. I'll probably forget because I'm an idiot. But again, it's going to consolidate here for some time and then kerchoo, take off for 17%. any given day. I don't mean like, oh, well, any day. No, like it takes off. Like, this was literally 2 days of 24%. It will effing rip on you. It's heckin' crazy. So again, really good area, great value, great setup. Let's check the indicators. Again, it breaks the 200 to come back, so I'm not freaking out yet. It needs to break the 50. That's going to be your signal to definitely go longer on this one. I say it like 4 times a video, but damn it, if it reminds one person to do it and remember that, it's worth it. Once it breaks the 50 and 200 on this time frame, it's synonymous with big runs. So again, that's what you're looking for real. RSI is low. It could be lower, but it was just very low. So again, the consolidation makes sense. Stochastic could be lower, but again, showing life, so that's okay. Vortex does get around this area to reverse. 10 out of 10 play. Please look up the fundamentals. This thing is winning a bunch of awards for a reason, and I think it's going to be a great run-up, for sure. PTGX is great. If you're a beginner, pause the video. That's your 30-minute video. Do not go any further. These 6 or 7 I can't count because I'm an idiot. These are going to be fantastic plays for you tomorrow, Thursday, and then you can hold on Friday if you want to into next week. Great pickups. Intermediate traders, I got about 5 more for you. Very quickly, ALSN. We do not turn off indicators, by the way, during this. ALSN we called the other day. Again, it's holding 200 MA bounce. It's holding. Everything's curling up, looking good. ALSN is a good wedge, but again, it may not make a full move. Don't be surprised if it gets 765% here. But again, a great setup, super clear, super easy play. ALSN is a good one. AUPH is a little bit harder to read because of this big spike. Tip for you, just click anywhere over here and move it, and then you can come over and then just select a square. That's a little bit easier to read, isn't it? So it's technically in a downtrending channel, as we can see, but now it broke above it and it's retesting it, and that intercedes with the 50 EMA bounce here. So everything looks like it's consolidating, doesn't it? Consolidations lead to big moves. So again, we're planning on hoping another big push here. Look at KOPN. We called this before. Again, it broke up high and it retested that channel in 50. It took a while. It took almost 12 days, but then see where it is now? Same exact setup. AUPH, though, is a farmer play. Do your research. FSLR we've called 3 times now. It's pissing me off. It's not doing what I want it to do. This is very much like when I called LIVN. Bert, we both held. So again, it looks like it's doing okay here. Again, give it some time if you really believe in it, sure. But again, it's really dicking around right now. I need to really reverse soon. Guess, if I remember correctly, Guess was one of the stonks that was restricted and was targeted by Wall Street Bets a week ago. I don't think it was as big. It's definitely not as big as the other ones, obviously. But again, it has another day or two to kind of hit that channel and take off. But again, retail stores are open back up. Guess close are always fine. And again, easy channel read. Looks like it's bouncing pretty well. It's okay. NGD, gorgeous run up. It's just taking its damn old time here. Again, there's a good chance it's going to bust up and again make 25% gains. It's a $2 stock. You can really throw some damn capital at it. But again, until it breaks the 200 and the 50, do not throw the bank at it. And again, if you're a fan of convergence like I am, you could buy in now. Dope. You're not going to get a better deal than where it is right now. But again, it's taking its sweet old time. I think it's a good play still. But again, trade-off, is it worth having capital tied up for this play? Until it really breaks off, probably not. And once again, I don't know who finna want to die for messing with Surf. Now, PSNL, y'all got lucky. Y'all got lucky. I got my 14% at least. So you got lucky that's still living. But again, Surf, whoever is cursing this, you need to stop because I'm going to cry. It's one of my favorites. Again, it could come down a little bit farther. If it does, I'm going to throw the bank at it. I trust Surf to go higher. It's a great pickup. I like it a lot. And again, it should be on your radar for sure. And just to add, just because I want to flex like a jackass does sometimes, these are our calls from this week and last week. Let's do the percent change. Man, look at that. So again, try and make a 30-minute video. 31 minutes without edited. I'll probably get that on a 30 and be okay. Again, longer intro, but again, I have a lot of new folks coming by. Might as well explain what we're doing. With nothing else, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. Again, I think the Discord will drop at 2,500 subscribers. It's about 200 away. That may be next Monday, maybe the day. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little excited. I'm really hyped about it. It's gonna be really cool. So again, subscribe, like, comment, anything that you guys need. Look, check the comments, all 69 of them. In the last video, I respond to every single one that I can. There's some that get taken down because they feel spammy to YouTube or something. I respond. Secondly, monetization that happened. I don't understand how to put the ads in yet. They just threw them in there. I had like 8, and I was like, shit, calm down, YouTube. That's way too many. So again, if I'll try and figure out ads, you know, don't watch them. I don't really care. I'm not like trying to make pennies. If you want to skip it, skip it. Doesn't matter. But again, this is riddled with those. I apologize. Nothing else. Have a good rest of your Tuesday. We'll see you guys back tomorrow for another watch list. And again, you can't have, what was it? You can't trade 9 to 5 without the 5-3. We'll see you guys tomorrow.